Welcome to our financial planning guide. Today, we're setting out on a 40-year journey, transforming an initial monthly income of $10,000 into a substantial nest egg. We'll be navigating the landscape of income growth, savings, inflation, and smart investments. Along the way, we'll see how a disciplined approach and a bit of financial savvy can turn a steady income into a significant net worth. So, are you ready to embark on this financial voyage? Let's dive in. Imagine you're 21, earning $10,000 monthly. Sounds like a dream, right? But here's the catch, it's not just about earning. It's about growing that income, making your money work for you. That's where smart financial planning comes into play. Through a disciplined approach to saving and a keen eye for investing, your $10,000 can multiply exponentially. And that's the journey we're about to embark on. We'll see how saving and investing wisely can make a huge difference. Your income grows by 10% annually. You might think, wow, that's fantastic, and indeed it is. But the true magic doesn't lie in the income growth alone. It's in what you do with it. So you decide to save 50% of this growing income. Yes, half of it. Sounds tough, doesn't it? But here's where the discipline comes in, and it plays a huge part in wealth accumulation. Now imagine this. Every year, half of your income is set aside. With the increase in your income, the amount you save also increases. Over time, this disciplined savings approach becomes a powerful wealth-creating machine. And remember, this isn't even considering the effect of investing these savings yet. That's a whole new level of wealth creation. So, let's see how these savings contribute to your financial growth over time. However, there's inflation, growing at 7% annually. Inflation is like a silent, sneaky thief, gradually chipping away at your money's purchasing power. Imagine this, what you can buy today for $100 might cost you $107 next year. That's inflation at work. It's a significant part of our economic landscape, and it directly influences how much we need to save and invest to maintain our lifestyle in the future. Inflation also impacts your expenses. With each passing year, the cost of goods and services increases. Say, you're spending $3,000 a month today. In 40 years, considering a steady inflation rate, you'd need around $15,000 to maintain the same lifestyle. So inflation isn't just a financial term, it's a reality we must account for in our financial planning. We'll factor this in to maintain a realistic scenario. Now to the exciting part. You've been diligently saving, but you're not just stashing cash under a mattress. No, you're investing it wisely. So what does this look like? Well, let's imagine you're investing your savings in a diverse portfolio of stocks, bonds, and other assets. These investments aren't just sitting there, they're actively working for you, growing at an annual rate of 15%. This might not seem like a lot at first, but remember, every year your investments are not only growing, but they're also generating more growth. This is the phenomenon known as compounding interest. It's like a snowball rolling down a hill, growing larger and faster with each passing moment. Yes, there are risks involved in investing, and the market can be unpredictable, but with a long-term strategy and a carefully balanced portfolio, you're well positioned to weather the storms and come out ahead. This is where the magic of compounding interest works in your favor. Let's look at some graphs. Picture the growth of your income, expenses, and net worth over 40 years. Imagine your income as a steady incline, growing annually by 10%. Now picture your expenses. They're also rising, but at a slower pace of 7% annually due to inflation. The gap between income and expenses is widening year by year, creating a surplus. Now, let's talk about your net worth. It's not just growing, it's soaring. Thanks to the power of compounding, your savings aren't just sitting idle. They're working for you, growing at 15% annually. Over time, this steep rise transforms your initial income into a significant net worth. It's fascinating, isn't it? The beauty of this growth isn't just in the numbers, but in the story they tell. A story of discipline, smart investing, and the magic of compounding. Notice the widening gap between income and expenses, and the steep rise in net worth. After 40 years, your monthly expenses would be around $74,872 considering inflation. It sounds like a staggering amount, doesn't it? But remember, we've factored in the inflation rate into this. Now, hold on to your seats because we're about to reveal your net worth. After diligently saving half your income, growing it year after year, and letting the magic of compounding interest work its charm, you'd be looking at a net worth of a whopping $267 million. Yes, you heard that right. This isn't just some number pulled out of a hat. It's the result of calculated, consistent efforts, smart financial planning, and a keen understanding of how money works. And that, ladies and gentlemen, is the power of consistent saving and smart investing. So, what did we learn? It's clear that the journey to financial freedom isn't a sprint, but a marathon. The key is to start early, allowing your savings and investments to grow over time. This isn't about quick wins, but about consistent, disciplined saving and wise investing. Think long-term. Inflation is another crucial factor to consider. It's an often overlooked aspect of financial planning, but it significantly affects your expenses and the buying power of your money. So always keep it in mind when planning for the future. Investing wisely is your game changer. It's not just about hoarding your savings, but making them work for you. The magic of compounding interest can significantly boost your net worth over time, turning even modest savings into substantial wealth. The key takeaway is this: it's not just about how much you earn, but how well you manage, save, and grow your wealth. Always account for inflation in your financial planning. Your journey to financial freedom starts with these steps. It's not about the monthly income that comes in, but rather, it's about the smart decisions you make with it. The choice is to save diligently, invest wisely, and always keep a keen eye on inflation. These are the stepping stones on your path to substantial net worth. So take these lessons, infuse them into your financial planning, and watch your wealth grow. Thank you for joining us, and here's to your financial success.